What's up?
What up, brother?
Not a whole lot. What's going on?
What's going on with you?
Not a whole lot. Just
All right. I hope you got your drink with you. You got your drink? You got your drink?
yeah.
All right. So, first thing first, y'all know who this is. This is my brother Go-2, state rep of the great state of Michigan. Well, brother, my first question as always, tell us about your journey from prospect to state rep.
Okay. I'm for those that don't know me, I'm Go-2. I'm the Michigan State rep. The current Michigan State rep. I started my journey in 2013. I've been racing and hanging with the club though since about 2007, 2008, and then it took them about 5 years to give me the prospect. Because I used to just tell them all the time, like, "Hey, shoot, I ain't got to pay y'all no money, and I can just ride around with y'all. Like, why should I go through the process and stuff?" And it took a member that ain't here no more, Heavy Game, to get me to come. So I was like, you know what, man, I'll do it. So then I did it.
Oh. I don't know why I can't see y'all face. Oh, he froze. Go-2, you can hear me. You froze, bro. There you go.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. So no, like I said, I started my journey in Kalamazoo, Michigan. My home chapter is Kalamazoo. When I first crossed over, I started out as business manager. We had just recently acquired a clubhouse, so I got through right into the fire, dog, of trying to figure out how to run, how to make money for the chapter, how to organize that. Then from there, I was a vice president, and then a president, then a state rep. So I've kind of been through almost every facet of the chapter, other than a few. So,
so I think I saw that picture where y'all was building the clubhouse. I think that was around the time you I crossed it around that same time, right?
Yeah. It was crazy because while I was prospecting, I had been looking for a building because I was gonna get a building, and then my president at the time was like, I'm not sure if that's gonna work. I'm like, listen, man, if we get one, it's gonna work. So I had to convince the chapter to really put in the work because, man, for those that have a clubhouse, it's a full-time job. I mean, it really is a full-time job. We used to be in that thing all night Friday, all night Saturday, clean up on Sunday. So yeah, it used to be crazy. But yeah, we started out doing that. That was in 2013. I think we had the clubhouse till 2016. And then our city kind of changed the rules on us. So in my city, you can't have a clubhouse unless you own your building.
Okay.
So you can't lease a building, or rent a building. You have to really buying a building, or maybe a land contract, buy the, rent to own type thing. So, we did that, and that worked out great, man. I mean, we had that thing for years. And like I said, until they started changing rules, we never had no problems or anything. But now in our state, we have, I believe, two now. Ionia has a clubhouse, and then Downriver has a clubhouse. So,
speaking of that, I was going to say, because it's one thing, me and you talked about this, but I need, you my man, especially when you educate motherfuckers. So educate me on when Michigan decided, or was they already the whole time you was in Black and Silver State? You hear me?
Oh, to be a Black and Silver State?
Yeah. Was that the whole time? Was that the whole time you was in, or did y'all just decided?
No, that's been, I believe we became a Black and Silver State in 2015, early 2015. The leaders at the time, I was a vice president, I believe then, but the presidents at that time had decided to, because everybody had custom vests. I mean, I got one sitting right over there on the wall. I've got probably 5 or 6 of them. I probably got $2,000-3,000 worth of custom vests that I can't wear. But we really made they really made the decision based on what was best for our state. A lot of people don't realize a lot of mother chapters for a lot of clubs started in the state of Michigan, whether between Michigan, Gary, Indiana, and Chicago. A lot of mother chapters of a lot of diamond clubs started in our state, and their mother chapters are still here in our state. So it's just one of those things where we just said, you know what, it was kind of around the time, where we had the great divide of our club, or one of the great divides. So we was like, you know what, man, we just want everybody to know that we're Rough Riders. We're not anything other than that. You know what I mean? When you see the black and silver, that's us. Anything that you see outside of that, that's not us. You know what I mean? We just want to let everybody know right off the rip, and it at first it was a little hard to make our members understand what we were trying to do, but for the betterment, they see it now, because there's been instances in surrounding states where, people didn't know who somebody was, or you had on the wrong thing. And a lot of times people think it's just easy, man. I'm like, nah, man, there's a lot of us that put in a lot of work just so that you can party and drink. Like for real, bro. You know what I mean? And they don't get it. They're like, oh no, I paid my money, so I should be able to wear my stuff. I'm like, yeah, you can. But the people that's gonna get the call, we the ones that got to answer for that.
So, they don't understand that. They don't understand that. Like it's just, especially like in different markets, you got to respect. Like if someone come to visit Michigan,
yes,
and they heavy on their vest,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But they gotta respect that rule. There's no if and a but about it.
Yeah, there isn't. I mean, we've stopped everybody, But what we will do is like I have my custom vest is a black and silver vest, but it just looks just like a corporate, except it's just different. You know what I mean? Because let's just keep it funky. If you ride a motorcycle, a corporate vest is not very good to ride a motorcycle. It blows up like a balloon. You know what I mean? It does good, and I don't care how many times you put a new zipper on that thing. You're gonna bust the zippers, okay? So, so mine is just a regular black corporate style R on the back, corporate style R on the front, So basically, if somebody comes here to my state and they don't have one, like we had some members from Toronto come down for our last state event and didn't know, didn't realize that, didn't see on the bottom of our flyer, because on all our flyers it says Michigan is a black and silver state. Mm-hmm. So, couple members from Toronto came over, and I had my corporate vest, and I said, you know what, Hunt, take my corporate vest for the weekend. You know what I mean? Just put your vest in the car, give it back to me at the end of the weekend. Right. If you got, we allow custom black and silver vests. Like if y'all come to our state, as long as your vest is black and silver, we ain't really tripping, man. You here as a guest, cool. But if you show up here with something other than that, one of the sergeants are gonna approach you and they're gonna ask you to take it off. It ain't
that's my loophole. That's my loophole.
It's just like, hey man, we want to keep y'all safe. You know what I mean? We want to keep everybody safe. We want to keep everybody on the same page. We want y'all to come here, enjoy yourself, and go home, and be good. You know what I mean? So.
Yes, sir. Appreciate. So, since you say you from the zoo, there's a certain event coming up. You want to tell us about this?
So the Kalamazoo. Yeah. So Kalamazoo has Welcome to the Zoo coming up in September. We also got an event in Grand Rapids, I believe the last weekend in August, around the time of the Metro Cruise.
I just saw that too.
Yeah. I think they said, somebody just texted me and said I don't think they can see it on Facebook. I don't know. I don't know if they can see it or not.
I don't know if they trying to can't watch. Oh, that's like Spider. Yeah, they look like Spider. I don't know why they can't watch. I'm watching it right now on my fucking phone.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. But all right, cool, whatever. I'll find out. But yeah, you got the zoo, you got Grand Rapids, and I know Detroit has something. I missed it. Yeah. Of course, they cursed me out.
Oh yeah. Of
course, they cursed me out.
Man, but we do. Like I said, we got 2 events coming up. It's Grand Rapids City Tour, and then Welcome to the Zoo. Kalamazoo stuff is gonna be nice because it's also we got to also have a state meeting that weekend, so y'all will see, basically everybody from our state there. My state has 10 chapters. You know what I mean? So we have quite a bit of chapters here.
Yeah.
So it works out pretty good. And then but on another note though, I seen that there's a fallen soldier event. So can you enlighten me on that?
Yeah. Okay. So we got to say the date. We made that that night, which was Thursday. Fallen Soldiers event. We're gonna do a family fair for all the fallen soldiers that we know of, their families, chapters, all meet up down in Florida, celebrate their life. If you want to do memory. Speaking, that was going to be my next question. Good segue.
Yeah, I've been practicing. I'm ready for you.
I like that. Like I said, this is a celebration of life, bro. The celebration of life. We all had someone. I think almost every member has someone that we was close to that passed away in this lifestyle. Yeah, and we're gonna keep there instead of being sad about their loss. We're gonna celebrate the memory, keep their memory.
I like that.
Yeah, so March 3rd to the 5th, 2023. Mm-hmm. That's when we're gonna do it. All details will come out later in life. Just to save a date.
Cool.
We had to get fancy with it though.
So. I talked to Casimir earlier, and I told her I was like, I'm on it. I'm gonna make sure I bring that up too, because I love it, man. That's one thing. That's one thing we pride ourselves on up here. If anybody that's ever prospected over the last decade that's ever ran into me, even before it was like a thing, was always me asking about the fallen soldiers in my state. Where are you fallen soldiers from? Where you are from? I always tell everybody, man, your name can end up on the list. My name can end up on the list. I would hope that somebody would ask a question about me, that somebody would step up and be like, hey, yeah, you remember Go-2, or you remember this person, that person? It's people's wives, people's children. You know what I mean? And it's like, I just hate it, man. Like, no disrespect to anybody, but when I came in this, I didn't know DMX dog food. I didn't know any of that other stuff. You know what I did know? I knew the fallen soldiers in my state. I knew all of that type of stuff. I don't know the prospect motto. They be shouting it to the top of their lungs. I be cheering them on like, right. I'm tired. I don't even know if they did it right or not, but I be like, but then I pull them to the side. I'm like, hey, I appreciate that and I love that. But can you tell me anybody from your state that's passed away, or from your chapter? Some of these prospects be having members in their chapter that's passed away, ain't even know. Right. And it's not no knock on anybody. It's just like, hey, I want to always make sure that's one of the things we push to the forefront. I try to make as many memorial rides as I can, because it just, to me, it's important. One ride I will say, I believe it was, I think it was Memphis last year. Was it not this last year, but the year before that, where we rode and gave a helmet to like a family member there. Yeah, that was great, man. I love that.
I think it was last year. I think that was last year.
Was it last year? Yeah, because it was like we rode somewhere and we gave the helmet, and it was like one of their original, like from way back in the day, and I'm like, I like that, man. You know what I mean? And it's like just keeping it, letting people know that, we ain't forgot about you. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, since you said that, because it's one member, it's two members, I think probably the latest from Michigan. One is Zeus. I knew him for a long time, but I finally met him when he came down into Virginia. He was on doing vacation. He's like, I'm in Virginia, like who the hell is Zeus? Yeah, I think it's somebody, the other Zeus.
Yeah. I was
like, what hell she doing down here? I go out like, who the hell? So you got any stories about Zeus? And the next person?
Zeus is so funny, right? Because that's one of my drinking buddies, man. So he's hilarious. He was hilarious because just some of the crazy stuff he would say all the time. Like, he was short and Hispanic, so I always hit him with, "What's up, fucker?" So he's like, so always walk up, we do that. And we went somewhere. I think we were I can't remember where we were, but he always used to wear these cutoffs, right? You know what I'm saying? This bigger guy wore these cutoffs with like the signature on the front. Man, he got so damn sunburned, dog. I'm talking about red as a lobster all the way down his arm.
Oh, man.
The whole time I was like, man, you all right? He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm straight. Man, he went to the room, never made it to the event. And then I seen him the next day getting on the bike, and he's like this. I'm like, yo, are you going to be good? He's like, yeah, I'm good. Burnt like hell. And then like, I don't know if you ever met his lady. She's such a sweet girl, man. she still hangs around and comes around and she's really good friends with Third Eye, Third Eye and Third Eye's wife up there. So, they that COVID shit, man, just really was messed up.
Man.
It just when we all got told, it was like boom, and then he was in the hospital, and it was like, it was just crazy from there. But all the stuff, like even when we had his services, man, we was in there laughing and joking. We went to like they had his services and stuff at a Catholic church, and I'm not Catholic, but it just was crazy because we're all in there and we're making jokes, because I make jokes no matter what. I don't give a shit. I'm a joke all the time, and he appreciated good jokes and stuff. So I was like, hey man, I was like, we got to get out of here because I need to find something to drink. And there's like, yeah, there's a place. I was like, well, like maybe we should all just go mob one of their local bars, because he lived over by Detroit, but he was from Lansing. So we have a chapter in Lansing, but he didn't live there, but his family lives there. So we're like, hey, and this was wintertime. We're like, hey, where's a bar that's gonna fit like 75 of us? So we all just mobbed this local family bar. They were not prepared at all, and we just sat there, man. We drank and told stories about him all day. But Zeus, man, was he was a very genuine, cool guy, man. Every time you seen him, he had on his Rough Rider slides that cut off Rough Rider shoes. You know what I mean?
Man.
He go anywhere. He just pop up somewhere and be like, yeah, I'm just, I'm cool. He just pop up and do his thing.
Man, I tell you, when he did that, I was like, yo, I was thinking about, yo, anybody down here? Because I lived in Virginia Beach, but not at the oceanfront. So I'm like 15 minutes from the oceanfront.
Wow.
I said, all right, I'll meet you after I finish what I'm doing. Went there, and we chopped it up for a good hour or two. Because I told him, like, yo, shit around here is kind of closed to probably later. And so like, you came out here on a good time because you probably got to deal for that room and stuff. You're like, yeah. But I like I said, I knew him for a long time, but I haven't met him to that point. And then we met up in Memphis. Yeah. And stuff. And it's like everything you described, he was just like that in Memphis.
Man, I swear, it's every time we go somewhere, I always tell him, like, dog, you ain't got no other Rough Rider shirt. He's like, man, it's my favorite one, dog. He's like, every time I see, he's like, it's my favorite one, man. Just it works out. He's like, everybody knows me in this.
That's his look.
If you look at all the pictures on his Facebook, every time he's somewhere, same cutoff, like white, gray Rough Rider shoes with the signature on the front. That's the same one every rip.
Right.
That was his favorite shirt, dog. That mother wear that all the time. So
the next one is a guy I got to meet when we was all in Arizona. We was all in Phoenix. Space Cadet.
Yeah. And Space Cadet was damn, man. Yeah, Space Cadet was another one, man, that was that really sucked, bro. I'm not gonna hold you up, man. It ain't working. Hey, they said they still can't see it on Facebook. But he said check. He said he said the link cutting out or something.
I don't know why. Give me a beer, bro. All right. I want it.
Yeah, because we all over here, we just barbecuing and bullshitting. So they had a chapter meeting today, but yeah, we've just been barbecuing and stuff. But nah, man, Space Cadet was messed up though, bro, because it was just one of them fluke ass accidents, bro. And then it's like him, man, he just was he was a abstract different guy. And when I say different and abstract, man, this dude like would literally party for days. Like I would go somewhere and he'd party for days. But next thing you know, he'd be on live on a roof, roofing somewhere. Then he'd be like in a forest, like talking to you about the plants and shit. And I'm like he was one of them dudes, man, and his energy though, 100% honest, man. Everything about him was 100% honest. I really didn't meet any of his children until after he passed away. He got a son look just like him. I'm talking about exactly like him, same height, same everything. His mom is so nice. She still does stuff with Rough Riders up there all the time. She always comes around. Like we just had I think we did something up there, and she just popped up on us. She was riding one of the bikes and popped up on us. And Space Cadet, like I said, he he was just the energy of everything. Like whenever you talk to somebody from the Grand Rapids chapter, man, and they tell you about him, like all the stories are like we all have like camp outs up here. So like when our chapter is Ionia, which is on a border of Grand Rapids, they do like a camp out. Man, this dude would show up like underwear in a bag and toothbrush, like let's rock it out. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm going to sleep. It's cool. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And he
happy birthday, nigga.
Hey, hey, he's still fucked up now. Did you see?
Yeah, I saw that.
Man, wait till we post these videos up, bro. He was trash. This mug showed up this morning like looking crazy as hell before his chapter meeting.
Oh my goodness.
But nah, man, Space Cadet was awesome, bro. And his talking to his mom and his family, getting to really know him. How like one thing about him is he like lived his life no matter who thought it was weird or different. You know what I mean? It was just, he would go to raves, bro. Like he would go to that was just he just did it.
That dude. Let me tell you something about. You got long, probably even longer than me, but
yeah.
I met him. Like I said, I met him as a prospect, and remember they had all the prospects lined up. I said, look, he's the odd one out. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. And I told that to too. I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
She was like, why? Like because son telling me and him could smoke. And she's like, what the. Like me and him could smoke. So I remember I didn't know him. He got vested, and he asked me to do a design for him.
Oh, okay.
And I did a design for him. I don't know who caught on. He's like, I hope you make a T-shirt out of that. You ain't making no damn vest out of that. He's like, no. But he invited me to I think a group page he was on, a page he created. So I went on it. I was like, I knew it. I knew you spoke. I knew it.
Hey, bro.
So, no, at DMX funeral, man, if you didn't see me and him, we were together.
Yeah.
That's the last time I seen him. And
yeah, bro, he talked about that. So, like, it's crazy because he came up there, but he's like, hey, I don't care. I'm going. He's like, I don't care if I got to ride on the back of a semi somewhere. He's like, I'm getting up there. And we was like, I was like, man, I know if you go up there, you're going to bring that kind of energy, man. And he did. Yeah. And one time that dude walked up to me, bro, and he was like, what's up, Go-2? Everything all right? Everything all right? Everything all right? I'm like, yeah, everything's good. Everything good with you? He's like, yeah. He's like, if I get a little weird here in a little while, he's like, I'm tripping off of shrooms right now. I said, but everything gonna be cool. I was like, all right, bro. I'm like, he's like, man, I'm tripping. He's like, I'm tripping off shrooms right now. He's like, but it's all gonna be good. Everything gonna be good. You would never even know. He was just over in the zone. When I say the music wasn't even like, it's like do. Next thing you know, the music was out. He was still in the corner, like he was in his own zone. I was like, oh yeah, he partying in his own head, bro.
Yes.
He was in his own zone. Yes, but he was a great dude, man. And it really sucked losing him, man. It's always sucks losing, people. But you understand that sometimes things happen and shit like that. But things were like him, man. It was just somebody when they got a natural, pure soul. And I mean that like wholeheartedly. It just sucks when you lose people like that. Cause it's like, man, there's a whole bunch of lame ass suckers in this world that could get taken, and they take like these great people, man. And it's just it sucks, But
I think I said that on I said that to Toot because she was getting emotional about it. I said, yo, it's kind of 100%. Fucked up that you get someone with a good soul, positive all the time. They take that person and we get left with the assholes of the world. But man, I want to ask because this is gonna be something I know you're gonna want to talk about.
All right,
that lovely beast of yours you got that goes everywhere.
Yeah, I be riding that shit too, man. People be like, man, he can't ride them bikes. I be like, they told us that when we first started putting fat tires on bikes back in the day. They told us, oh, y'all ain't gonna be able to ride them, y'all ain't gonna be able to race them. Then we took them down the tail of the dragon. Then they're like, oh, well, they can't do this. And we did everything they said. Because same thing with these big wheel bikes, bro. I got a 30 on my bike. Ooh. I put probably more miles on my bike than most people with them. What killed me is everybody screaming about these bikes, but they don't really be riding these bitches.
Like, if I don't see him live, I go on. I see your ass almost everywhere with that bike. That one, I was
with
like,
that bike, bro. I swear, if I ain't got to be to work, like right when I get back home, I'm gonna ride that bitch. I'm not even joking. And if I can get there and get back in enough time, man, I'm riding my shit. We just rode to Pittsburgh. Shit, that's damn near 7 hours away. One way. And then we rode all the way back in the rain, 7 hours. Me, Boo. Quick from Motor City. I mean, we just did it. We was like, screw it, whatever. But everybody was like, you can't ride them bikes. But yeah, I got a Road Glide with a 30. And the bike name is Redbone because she is a red bitch. Right? Yes. Yes. And it's a great bike, bro. I've had that bike. I've had that bike for a minute, man. I've had it like probably 6 years or something like that, maybe 7 years. And I've changed everything on that bike other than the gas tank, I think. Everything else is new pretty much.
Damn.
Yeah, and I do my own wrenching. So, I do my own wrenching. I do my own building. I don't do any painting because to me, that's really an art. You know what I mean? But other than that, like if it's mechanical, I'm pretty much going to fix it. Okay. And, building your bike and riding it gives you a little bit different. So if something happens, I always know what's going on. But I build my bikes to ride them. I still got a big block 1397 booster that I ride. That bike's good. Just pull it hard. And, I still got the 1397 booster that I ride sometimes. I got to put some new chains on it though. I'm really gonna put my red bike up, I think, for a little while, and then probably ride my booster for a little bit. And I've got a 1000 that I ride sometimes too. But I'm really trying.
How many bikes you got, bro?
I got 4.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't really sell shit. So what I mean?
Okay.
I had a dude try to buy my red bike in Pittsburgh. Dog came up there and was trying to buy it. A black dude owns a glass company. What's crazy is I was in the back of the picnic, fucking drinking because they had a keg. So I'm like, shit, I'll drink this beer, whatever. So Studio, one of my presidents, walks up and hands me a business card. He's like, hey man, some dude was out there looking at your bike. He's talking about wanting to buy it. I was like, all right, cool. I stuck it in my pocket because that happens all the time. Man, this black dude came and found my ass. He was like, hey man, I see your name is Go-2 on the back of your shirt. That's your bike out there. Can I talk to you? I walked outside, man. He sat on it, did all this other stuff. He's like, look, man, I'll come with some cash tomorrow. We almost made a deal, but it was a few thousand short. I was like,
damn.
Yeah.
You about to get, wait, hold on. You was considering selling that? I would have mad as hell. I would have came to Michigan to whoop your ass. You would have sold that bike.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, man. He came with the bread. I wanted 35,000, and he had 30, and I'm like, yeah. I said, I need the other 5 though, dog. I said, so I said I ain't really hurting for it. I said, not own all my bikes. So I'm like, you come up with the rest, man. I'll meet you halfway. I'll ride this bitch halfway to you. And he called me up, but he had a brand new Harley though. I was trying to get that Harley. And then maybe give him a little money because it's about 50 grand the one he had. And I was like trying to work a deal, but he wasn't trying to come off of that shit. So I was like, hey man, I said, I'm about to ride this bitch home. I said, if you ain't at the hotel at 11 o'clock, I'm getting on the road. Look at this shit. I mean, he called me and was bullshitting. So I was like, I'm out of here.
Damn. You came this close to selling. Oh shit. I would have been sad. That's not even my bike. I was sad.
I know, bro. And then what's funny is I was thinking this the whole time. I'm like, you know what, man? I don't even really care to sell my shit. That's why I'll be like, and I just told him, I was like, hey, you have to pay me right to get me up off it. And dog was thought, man, he sent me a picture of it, like, hey man, this is what I got. I was like, nah, that ain't enough, dog. It ain't gonna be enough.
Right.
But it's cool. Maybe we might work a deal out. I don't know. I told him, I said, man, if you come with the right money, I might come up off it. I said, if not, that bitch gonna sit right in my garage where it's sitting any other time.
Yeah, but shit. I'm emotional over that bike. That's not even mine.
Yeah. Like, yo, everybody love that bike when they see it, man. And I really ride it too, man. Like it's a nice bike, but I ride the shit out of that bike, dog. Like I probably, when I had a 26 on there, I probably did 25,000 miles with the 26. With my 30, I've had the 30. I brought it out in Memphis last year. Yeah, was the first time I had brought it out after putting a 30 on it. And since then, I probably did another 20,000 miles. You know what I mean? I ride the shit out of that bike, man. And it, in the rain, whatever.
That shit go to more events than most members. I mean,
that's a fact.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So Now I gotta ask because I know you've been in since 2013. I know
Yes,
you got
sir.
one crazy ass story that you still think about to this day that you just start laughing.
Yeah,
What
bro.
is it? Let me hear it.
Dog, I went missing for like 8 hours in Myrtle Beach.
What year?
2013, dog. The big one, dog. I'm MIA for about 8 hours.
Oh,
I'm messing around. So Big Mel used to come around with this.
mm-hmm.
I wasn't used to that shit. So I was sitting out. Well, back in the day, you used to be able to sit out in front of your hotel.
Yeah.
And they wasn't tripping. You come with your chair.
Yeah.
So we sitting out in front of the breakers down there. I'm sitting with some girls from Detroit. It was like a female club from Detroit and shit, and we all bullshitting. And the bikes are all parked on. That's when you used to be able to park in front of your hotel. You know what I mean? It's front of your resort and shit.
Yeah,
so we got a gang. Because when we came down from Michigan that year, we came down with I think 25 bikes. Because I think that was the 20th or something?
That was the 25th anniversary.
25th. So yeah,
we locked that whole strip down.
Yeah, dog. So I was like, man, this was like Thursday. You know what I mean? People were still flooding in and shit because we got there on a Monday. We came down there from Monday to Sunday. So I done been down there for like 3 days just fucking getting drunk and shit. You know what? I'm a new Rough Rider. Every time everybody see me, they're like, yeah, let's get something to drink. I'm like, I'm used to partying. I used to partying like no fucking Rough Rider, dog, because these motherfuckers be drinking. I'm like, shit. I'm like, man, all right, fuck it. I ain't no punk bitch. I drink this shit. Mel come around. He got the little jars. He ain't had a big one. He had the small ones.
Okay.
That nigga was like, yeah, you can get some of these. I got these gummy bears, all this shit. I'm like, oh, this shit don't taste like nothing. I'm fucking smashing that shit. Nigga, about 4 hours later, dog, I went MIA for about 8 hours with some chicks from Detroit. I ended up all the way down there between the breakers. So, the breakers is right down by the Ferris wheel. Man, I ended up almost down by the host hotel. My motorcycle is all the way back at the goddamn breakers. I done woke up in these girls' fucking room on the damn couch. And they was like, yeah, you fucking sat down here and bullshitted with us all night. We just let you out to sleep on the couch.
Damn.
Where's my phone? Where's my motorcycle? What the fuck? I was like, man, I told Mel, I was like, bro, I'm never drinking that shit again. I'm like, I'm not drink it all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, bro.
I'm talking about eight whole hours, man. So
you know what that is? You know what that is? That's that whole time of prospecting, not drinking shit.
Bro.
You finally got your vest. Your ass won't be.
I got vested 2 days before we went to Myrtle. Dog, it was motherfucking on like Donkey Kong, dog. I went down that bitch getting hammered. And then they was like, I'm with everybody, they like, yeah, we gonna go here, we gonna go there. And back in the day, man, Myrtle used to be so different, man. You could literally just pop up somewhere. Everybody's got drinks and shit. The host hotel was fucking slapping all week. So then I'm down there getting fucked up, got thrown in the fucking pool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The only picture I got of me getting thrown in the pool is me throwing my fucking phone like this back before waterproof phones. Everybody was talking to me. I think I was talking to some people from Arkansas. And next thing you know, motherfuckers done grabbed me from the back. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like this. Next thing you know, they're like, oh, you going in the water? I'm like, not my phone. Not my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the picture Neo took of them, I was throwing my goddamn phone, and the phone is just floating away. There's like 5 people are bombing me in the water and shit.
I'm trying to think because I think that was right before they got Crooklyn ass at that damn Phoenix Sun jersey. So
yeah,
I'm on the side. Now listen, if you ever see me there in the pool, I always sit in the back with a wall at. So I can see everybody come with that sign of the monkey.
Yeah,
the monkey in the game. I was like, I can see everybody.
Bro, they caught me coming out the stove. They caught me coming out the store.
Exactly.
I was like, yeah, what's up? Dapping niggas up. Like, yeah, what's up? I'm Go-2, blah, blah, blah. They was like, yeah, nigga, that shiny. God, I grabbed my ass up. And drove my ass across the parking lot. Yeah.
Yes, sir, brother.
I used to love that hotel down there, man. The little, like, there was the little like restaurants in there, and then there was like the store, and then the parking lot was cool, and we had the trailer parking right there.
Yes,
man, I really miss that shit. I really do.
Bro, I was just looking at the pictures of that year. I was like, I know, I saw Go-2 back then.
Yeah,
I know I did.
I got a picture of you like sitting on that little bench thing or whatever. I think you had on the glasses.
Right. I had my wave cap on. Mills took that shit. That, ladies and gentlemen, that was not Pepsi in that bottle.
Yeah.
I just want y'all to know. I was the glasses. I'm looking far away though. I was like,
and we all was like 50 pounds lighter.
Right. Like, come on, man. Shit, I was all skinny as hell.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny.
But
I look at all them old pictures, man, of like the old hosts and stuff down there, and like even just getting together and just riding down there, and how the atmosphere used to be. I know a lot of people here that the old heads always screaming, man, this how shit used to be. I really be trying to make it that way again. I don't be giving a fuck. People be like, oh man, they don't want you, man. Some of these white people don't want us nowhere. I ain't about to let them run me nowhere.
Exactly.
Shit, they don't like you when you buy a house in their neighborhood. They don't like you to be wherever. And if I keep letting these mugs tell me where I can go or whatever, So I think at some point we're gonna have to revisit it, because I always talk to some of these new members and I tell them like, man, if y'all would have got to see like some of the, like that was just a meetup. Like if you didn't go anywhere else, you knew if you went there, you were gonna see everybody.
The host parking lot was filled. You know what, bro? Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna help you because next year will be the 35th anniversary?
Probably be 35th, yeah, because it'll be 10 years. I'll be best man in 10 years.
I think we should make that try to make that a goal.
Let's make Myrtle Beach back how it was. I loved it down there, bro. Like even just like seeing like Double R down there acting up and Crooklyn, and everybody like. You seen all the guys with the those little mini bikes from New York and stuff. They always have the little ones down there. Remember the little pit bikes?
Yes.
It just was cool. And me coming in and meeting everybody down there. That's what built some of the bonds I got with some of the people now. Meeting everybody there because you knew like shit. I remember when Jay Ryder and them drove the rating van all the way from Cali over there.
Yeah.
Yo, they done blew out rims, tires. All kind of shit getting that van over there to Myrtle.
Right. I call that the 18. I call that the 18.
The
18. The 18 van.
They went hard with it, man. And it was like that was my first time meeting people from like Cali. And then because like I think Jay Ryder got locked up like right after that, like maybe a year and a half, 2 years after that. After the third, I think he went in like 15 or 16 and stuff because I had met him and it was all friends with him on Facebook and stuff, and then I used to I actually still got probably around here somewhere I still got one of the free Jay Ryder patches that I had got the next year, like a following year we went to Myrtle. They was selling them and like I remember like corporate used to have all the colored patches up there. You used to have the host hotel, you go across and upstairs.
You gotta remember next year. That's when they stopped selling the all black ones. You know why?
Yeah.
You know why?
And then they used to be like, "Hey, so why y'all got that on?" And then people giving the whole thing and stuff. It just to me, it was always funny because even when they came over, that chapter from California all had black vests. You know what I mean? And that's why I said earlier I was like the great divide of our club. Like we've done had 2 or 3 of them. You know what I mean? And to me. I had just addressed the chapter earlier and told him this, man, don't come in this shit for anybody but you. You know what I mean? If you're looking for something in this club, man, you're going to have to give it to get it out of here. Yes. You know what I mean? And just, if you want to be here for you. I don't care who leave this club. Ain't nobody going to convince me to leave till I'm ready to go. Right. You know what I mean? Like, all that, we going to do this, we going to go. Nah, man, I'm staying right here, dog. I'm straight. I'm staying right on here.
I'm gonna give you like it came close. It came close.
Yeah, we've had a couple, man. We've had a couple, but we've gotten through it, man. We became one of the clubs that are still standing, man. If you look at some of them other clubs, bro, some that have branched off from us, they're not even like there's almost none of them in my state anymore. And you go to any other states, they're smaller and smaller and smaller. Yeah.
I don't see them. I don't see them like I used to. They was different clubs. They still come and party.
Yeah.
But I don't see them like I used to. But the thing is, bro. And I'm gonna say this because I called you one of the best fucking state reps out right now. Even though some people joke around, they came like, I was joking. I think we're funny.
Yeah, it's right. I don't take that, man. Shit.
I tell people like someone did ask you like why you feel he's one. Like one, one, he takes care of all his chapters. Like you say one thing bad, he gonna defend that motherfucking chapter.
And people don't be thinking I be reading them comments and shit. I be in there.
Right.
One sneak this, I'm on your ass.
Like I don't want to bring up what we do at another group because you have me dying 1 week with the Skeletors. But
Skeletors, I'm having somebody make me one so I can start putting it on my shirts because I'm wearing that everywhere, dog. I cannot wait.
When I get off this, I got a Skeletor design for you.
Yeah, I got to have it, bro. I love it. You know what, bro? With me, the thing about me is I like to be real in a joking way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like I naturally like to crack jokes and have fun. But with me, I feel like we can get more across sometimes if we messing around. Sometimes like people used to say put the medicine in the candy and shit. You know, sometimes you gotta, you know, if you want to teach, you know what I'm saying? If you want to teach somebody, sometimes you could do it through, you know, BS, you know, and I think even like my Skeletor stuff or even me, you know, getting on my soapbox, some people say that, you know, but I've learned from some of these kick-ass state reps like Free and Big R and, you know, Double R and, you know, a lot of like one of my previous state reps, MJ, you know, like some of these state reps, bro, have really put in a lot of work, and I stand on the shoulders of some of these people, you know what I mean? Men and women, you know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like my job here is to serve everybody. That's the one thing people don't understand about state reps, man. We are the representative of the state, not the presidents, not the VPs of the state. You know what I mean? We represent every single member. So sometimes people get that misconstrued, and it's unfortunate. But for me, I just try to keep it open and honest. Hey, I'm trying to groom many people to take over for me. I would love to just go back to my chapter and ride my motorcycle. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean?
Nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
I
got to vote. You don't know it, bro. You don't know it. You don't know. I got to vote. You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna be real though. You know, I just feel like if more of these leaders would just, you know, put the medicine in the candy, I think it'd work a little better. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like I said, sometimes you got to put the medicine in the candy, bro. Some people take it on a little different.
That's why I'm like, yo, honestly, I think about this for a minute because, like I told you before, me and you talk private. I say, I love how you educating people, and still being real at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, I'm telling you this for your own good, but at the bullshit, because it's like in certain ways how you do it. Yeah, motherfuckers like you're not down talking nobody. You're not putting them down. You're like, listen, blah blah blah. Take your step, blah blah. Like, yo, he's doing it the right way. So I gotta give you the big show. So if I say you're one of the best, you're one of the best.
I try to be, bro, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I make mistakes on the regular, dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's all about just if you make a mistake, owning up to it and moving on and fixing it later on. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've been in this club almost 10 years. I've been an officer the entire time I've been in this club. I've never been just what somebody would call just a soldier. So I walked through the door as a business manager. You know what I mean? Then from a business manager to a VP, then a VP to a president to a state rep. You know what I mean? But I love this organization, and I will not allow anybody to do anything that will cause other people harm in this organization. And if that means I have to educate somebody because I see you doing something wrong, or I see you doing something that I can correct right now, and hopefully later on you won't have them problems or have issues, because some of these small problems can turn into major things without the right people, you know what I mean, or the right understanding. And I always try to tell some of these new members coming in, it is great to party in this organization. You're going to meet some great people. You're going to travel all over the world, and you're going to party and do everything you ever wanted. But there's another part to this world that you also have to understand. And if you come where I live or come where some of these other people live and you have no idea, it can get you and everybody that's with you killed. You know what I mean? And that's the God's honest truth. And if it don't take nothing else from me joking and playing tonight, take that. Please learn about everything that's going on out here, because you may go somewhere and you just might think you just partying. You done been sitting there talking to this woman for 20, 30 minutes, not realizing you talking to somebody old lady, somebody property, somebody something like that, man. And that little instance can boomerang from Florida to Michigan, or Michigan to California. You never know. With us being a worldwide organization, something small can turn into something large without proper communication. So that's one thing. Like I said, I'm big on education, because when I came into this organization, I was taught by people like Bruiser, and people that had been around a long time. So I wasn't, when I went to Myrtle for the first time, I already knew what I was going into. You know what I'm saying? Being in Detroit and being around them and going to the clubs and working the clubhouses and doing the things that I had to do, I already knew what to expect. But some of these newer chapters, they may not have that. They may not have that interaction. So it may be a total culture shock to them when they see a club pull up and they 75 deep, or they're like, oh man, what's going on? I've had people freak out, and I'm like, nah, it's cool. They just coming to party with us. So like, like people come to Michigan and they will be like, oh, so y'all cool with them? Like, yeah, we're cool with all of them.
That certain picture. I see that certain picture. I was gonna bring that up too. Like, it's a certain picture that it started like they didn't understand. So
people didn't get it.
Right. So
and that's for us here. It's different, and a lot of things are changing in the bike world. If you pay attention, really over the last decade, things are changing. A lot of them old guys that was holding up a lot of progress, they going away. You know what I mean? And people are realizing the bike set has changed dramatically over the last decade, bro. I remember back in the day when there was a club in my city that the first black people stepped inside that clubhouse was Rough Riders and 2 other clubs of blacks. First time in 55 years. They've been here. This day 60th year this year. They had been here 55 years and nobody had never been inside their clubhouse that was black.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So some of them things are changing. You know what I mean? And when I say that, when you see some of the pictures or you see some of the things we do, you're like, man. But then when I talk to them, they're like, yo, I wanna reach out to the ones in this state. I want to reach out to your people in this state. Let's build this thing. And for me, I'm trying to build these bridges in these relationships, because a relationship can change everything. Sometimes you just need somebody in the meeting that you're not invited to say, oh no, not them. They cool. Not them. Right. Cool. Sometimes you only need that one person in the meeting. You know what I mean? But if you ain't got nobody, they're like, shoot, run over them. Do this, do that. You know what I mean? And most people let their pride get in the way. You know what I mean? They be like, no, ain't nobody gonna tell me. No, it ain't about that. It's never been about that. You know what I mean? You think our CEO or anybody else didn't have to bridge no gaps for us to come on the set? Absolutely.
Yeah, especially.
Yes, sir. I mean? So, and listening to what they had to do for us to be a club. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, it's like we're doing a disservice to ourselves by keeping ourselves closed in a small box.
Right.
And if we reach out and we build these relationships and these small things that used to be real big, they minute now. You barely ever hear of us dealing with any issues really out here anymore like that, because some of us have built them bridges. I'm really happy to see Crooklyn back. I'm really happy to see some of these guys that kind of went away and then was like, you know what, I'm ready to come back. I
was with him yesterday.
Yeah,
I was with Crook yesterday. Yeah, he's still riding hard. I told him, like, look like you lost some weight there, big boy.
Yeah, he's shit now.
Man, he got
what's crazy? Look at you. I said, bro, we getting old, man. I said, I ain't mad about it. I ain't even mad about it.
Bro, I just saw a picture when I came in with dreads, and now look at fucking. My son was with me yesterday. Like, he's taking over my spot. He got his dreads. He taking over my spot.
I seen that, man. How old is your son now?
The one that was with me yesterday, he's 17. He just turned 17. And when I came in, he was 5 going on 6.
Wow.
And my crazy. 2 twins, it was 2 months when I started prospecting.
Wow.
So they pretty much grew up the whole time.
The whole rip. So, that's what's up.
And that's another thing, like we also got families.
Yes.
And We want them. If you want, first you got to start in house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then you broaden out and share your family with your reference family. And you know, so I was like, okay, question. I haven't seen your kid in a while.
Yeah, I've got. So what's crazy is one of my now grown kids used to be a junior Rough Rider for a long time.
Right.
You know, she's now 18, grown off doing her thing. You know, and then my son, who was older when I joined, a little bit older, he's off doing his own thing. He just graduated from a diesel mechanic school. So, but now I have two littles, who one is 6 and the other is 3. So you know that. Boy, it's crazy, bro. I got grown kids and little kids. I'm out the game now. I'm shooting blank, baby. I'm out the game.
You just sandwiched yourself in some trouble.
Man, listen, bro. I told my wife the same thing, man. I was like, you know what? I'm out the game, baby. I wouldn't pay them that $750. I was in and out of there in about 15 minutes. Boom, boom. It just sucked for about 2 weeks, and it was good.
Oh man, listen, me and her already got a deal. Listen, I'm retired. My numbers in the rafters.
Hey, baby, I'm over with. Shit, after the last 2, I said, "Oh no!" I said, "No, man." Shoot, my wife had a 20. Shit, he was 24 when we had our 6-year-old. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, and then shit, my kids was damn near grown. So I'm like, man, what are we doing? I'm like, nah, it's over with.
Y'all trying to build Brady Bush. Chill out.
Yeah, that's over with, bro. I'm like, nah, hell no. I'm done raising kids, man. That these two right here, that they the last Mohicans right here, brother.
I'm about to say, shit, it's time for you to get ready for some retirement.
Man, shit. Like I said, I'm out the game. I did it. I did it right. I went and got a vasectomy right at the beginning of COVID. Like it was like the October after it started. So man, I went and did that shit. It was $750 out the door because my wife's insurance wouldn't cover it because like she works for like she works for a hospital, but it's like a Catholic hospital, and they don't do any kind of contraceptive. So I paid for it out of pocket. I was like $750. Shit, come on, you know. It took me longer to find a parking spot than it was to get it done, bro.
Oh damn, that's it.
I swear to God, 15 minutes. I was in and out of that joint. It literally took me longer to get a parking spot and then walk into the office than the whole thing when I got there.
Damn.
Yeah. Yep. And it's reversible, bro. A lot of our women, man, they have a lot of issues with them birth control and other stuff like that. It messes them up. So I was like, man, I'll go do that shit. I'm like, we're gonna be in and out of this mug. I took a couple days off. Shit, I went to Kentucky's last Hop Town's last Annie. And right after it happened. Shit, I got it done like on a Monday. I was at Hop Town on Friday. I mean, I wasn't moving real fast, but I was out there though.
I was gonna say, did you ride down there after that?
No, I rode in the car.
I'm about to say shit. We about to take 2 shots for that one.
And I leaned on my side the whole time. I was on the door the whole damn time. Like, yeah.
Well, I'm about to say, about to take 2 shots for that one. You rolled
that I swear, man. It was crazy, but yeah, that's the way to do it, bro. I swear to God, man, I'm out the game, baby. I said I can't do it. It's over with for me.
You out the game, but I call it. You about to have more fun now.
Yeah, now it's like, hey, we cool. We just wild out. You know what's crazy? Both my little kids got conceived in Ohio at Ohio's events, the same event back to back. So one was at the Columbus used to have the Halloween parties.
Yeah,
Halloween party. And then the next one was like a few years later. And then I got it again. I said, you know, I'm not fucking with y'all.
I'm not going to Ohio.
Ohio kids. I told her, I said, you can't even touch me in Ohio. I said, get away from me. You can't even touch me in Ohio.
In fact, don't even come with me. Stay home.
Yeah. No, don't even touch me.
Don't even touch me.
But all no, on some real shit though. So how's everything been with you though? One thing I want to do before I forget is I want to give you your flowers for a second, bro. A lot of people don't thank you for the job that you do, for those pictures and all the other shit that you do. I know you've been talked crazy too by chapters. You've been done, by family members, whatever. But I truly thank you for some of the things that you have done because you have given I'm not going to say a face, but you have put the utmost respect when it comes to doing them pictures for these fallen brothers and sisters, bro. And you've put a real face to their legacy And whenever I see one, I'm like, dang, man, you know, and you have your own signature style that nobody can really copy. So whenever you see it, you're like, yep, I know who did that. I know where that came from. I know how that, you know what I mean? And I appreciate if nobody else ever tells you that, brother, I truly appreciate that because you've done something for us, bro. And my state's lost quite a few people. You know what I mean? You know, when it comes to this fallen soldier shit, man. And I was just telling Cashmere this earlier, you know, because I was talking to her on the phone, you know, that there's a lot of times that people don't even realize what some of y'all put into it just for people to be honored or be respected, you know what I mean? And y'all really put the effort in, you know what I mean? And for anybody watching this, my man does accept donations. So if y'all want to throw my man something, that's cool too, because he got a studio he fucking putting together and he's like new shit. You know, look at a picture of a boy old Dove or something like, you know, damn.
Help me out, please.
So, I mean, he have his heart, but he still look out.
Yeah. All right, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. I really do appreciate it.
For real. No, for real, brother. I really do because, you know, I've carried cash for some of these brothers. I've given their family these shadow boxes and these pictures that you've done that we've blown up. You know, it means the world to them. You know what I mean? Like I said, if death hasn't touched your chapter, then consider yourself extremely lucky because going to these services and giving these pictures in these boxes to these people's kids or their mother or their father is some of the most heartbreaking shit you'll ever do. You know what I mean? And, it's just, I truly appreciate it because when they see it, they know we gave a fuck. You know, a lot of times some family members, they be mad at us. I'm not going to lie, bro. Sometimes someone be mad. Someone be angry, you know?
I'm learning that right now. You know, I'm part of the team with Cashmere and I did not know a lot of stuff I was doing, the family, all that stuff. So I'm learning as I go. Yeah, bro. And if you notice now, I wait. I just don't do 100%. It anymore. And I wait now. But appreciate that. Appreciate the words, bro. Really do. Yeah. Trust me, I really do. Because sometimes words like that keep me going. You know. Yeah, so absolutely. And that's gotta be hard, bro, to deal with. Like I'm not. I mean, I know you love doing this stuff, but I know you hate doing them pictures. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I know you love doing, but it's like something that you're like, damn, I love doing this, but I hate doing it for this. Right. You know, like when you first started doing everybody profile pics, you was cracking them shits out. And then it's like, then we started having the fallen soldier ones. And I'm like, yo, that shit's got to weigh on y'all, man. Like, it's got to be some deep shit. Especially for the ones you know. If I tell you right now, like, I put too much pressure on myself because I don't want to be fucked. I want to be fucked up. And I want them to look perfect, and especially if the family go see it. I did one Chatterbox in Florida. Yep. I did one when I did it for one person. I did it for Predator. Predator asked me to do it. And I was like, you know what? I know Predator gonna show his family. So I did a whole different style. I put the gate, I put the wings with him on the bike, all that stuff. I feel like this shit look hot. Let me see what he do. His daughter, Chatterbox's daughter, inboxed me. Wow. And they made a whole thing. In the funeral, that picture was all that stuff. I was like, damn, that's what's up. That's what I want. I know, like, when it comes to that, I definitely don't ask for money. 100%. And that's what I want. That's the feel good moment. Right. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not trying to get clout, not trying to be the first one to do it and all that stuff, but I try, like, okay, I hear about it, I do it, but then I had to slow down on that. But then, then when the chapters come and ask, I'm like, all right, blah, blah. Yeah, absolutely. So I definitely appreciate that. That's all. Brother. I like to be open. I like to be honest with that shit, bro, because like I said, that's a different thing, you know. And even me, I was gonna say something before we get off of that, but when it comes to this fallen soldier shit, man, I've been in this organization from the beginning of when they first started dealing with the fallen soldier stuff, and I designed a program in my state years ago. It was right after we lost Clutch. I believe it was Clutch we lost, and then 100 Proof was right after him, both from the same chapter. Okay.
So the way my fallen soldier program works in my state is it's just a state thing for us. Is we got 10 chapters.
Mm.
Each chapter, every time we have a member that passes away, donates $250. Okay, so that's $2,500.
Yeah.
And it's like our own insurance policy for our members in this state. So how cool would it be for you to tell the members that are coming into this organization that we have a built-in insurance policy already here for you?
Mm.
You know what I mean? So,
Right.
you know, we worked it out at first. It was a little finagling, and, you know, we had like 3 members back to back to back, and it was hard for some of these smaller chapters, but everybody has always came on board for the greater good because it really truly does work, and it does help. Like some of these families, we've had some family members, bro, where they didn't have $1. You know what I mean? Like my Ionia chapter buried 2 guns out of their own money.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That was the beginning of COVID where only 4 of us could go in there at a time.
Right.
You know what I mean? They wouldn't even let us congregate in the parking lot. We had to park down the street. Wow. You know what I mean? And they paid for that out their own pocket. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And just knowing that you got that little bit there, you know, that's a lot of money, man, $2,500. And you can make it whatever you want it. So that's my only thing. If anybody ever wants to take that and tweak it and put it into their own state or their own chapter or whatever, man, I implore you to do it. Because you have no idea what it means to a family when they don't have shit, and you walk up there with $2,500, and that's just the minimum that we give. Sometimes we give more. Sometimes we do fundraisers. Sometimes we do stuff. But being able to walk up there like, I don't know what your situation is, but here, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is what we're going to do. This is what we're doing from us to y'all. You know, and it's just a big plus. So like I said, we really designed our own fallen soldier program inside our state. And we've had that for at least 7 years. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Yeah, and it's worked out, bro. I mean, it's really worked out. And I implore other states to try something else out like that, especially if you got to stay with 5 to 7 chapters, man. It might work. Some states it ain't gonna work. Some chapters don't talk. Some, you know, but we run a little different. You know,
we ain't gonna go there right now.
So
you know what, bro? I mean, if you talk to Kashmir about it, maybe
she's been in with it from the beginning. Because you know what's crazy? I first met Kashmir because we had a dilemma. You know, we had a member that had some issues, and she still did the right thing by our member, you know, and that's why we always give her props from our state, because, you know, we had a member where something wasn't right, and she said she didn't care. I mean, she really went the extra mile and made sure that we had everything we needed for the funeral, everything we needed for all of that. And that's why I always give her props, and I always tell her, you know what I mean, I appreciate her for everything that she does, because a lot of people have no idea what that woman does out of her own pocket or out of her own heart or anything else like that. And it's crazy, bro. And I give her flowers every time I talk to her.
Listen,
every time I bring up anybody from the Fallen Soldier team, bro, it's nothing but respect from me.
I drive her crazy. Listen, I drive her crazy, but I like once, like you just said, like I found out how hard she worked with these shadow boxes and all that stuff. But you know, and she's very loyal. I'm giving her a shout out. I know she's gonna watch this and she's gonna come like, oh.
And she's ferociously loyal with her people too.
Man, I mean, dog, you know how many times
what she say? Don't. I want to be first every time. I want to be first every time.
Right.
She a mess, bro. She a mess. That's my girl, but she a mess.
Right. So, bro, it's time.
Yep.
To take that shot. So, always at the end, we take a shot. We toast to whatever's you want to toast to.
Let's toast to life and longevity. I hope and I see great things out of your podcast and out of what you got going on. I like the way you got it going, and I just want you to keep going. Reach for them people that you think that might not talk to you. Do it. Invite everybody. And for everybody that wants to get on here, hit my man's up, because he's willing to talk to anybody. That's one thing I like about you, is you not. It don't matter north, south, east, west. You're willing to talk, and I really appreciate it, bro. Because you're one of those. You're one of the people that stayed through the bullshit. You stayed through all of the bullshit. The people that a lot of us that are still here that are about that, 10-year mark, 12-year mark, something like that, we stayed through a lot of shit. And those are the people that get the props from me, not the ones that left. Yeah, you could have did all kind of great shit while you was here, but you left. Mm-hmm. All right. Some of us stayed here. You know what I mean? Some of us fought and stayed here, and I only thing I want for you out of my toast is longevity and prosperity, my brother.
Yes, sir. I'll drink to that. Appreciate it. All right, brother. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Invite me on anytime, brother. If you got something you want to talk about, we'll get it on. But I like the way you got it set up, and I really see some great stuff. I'm really excited to see Scorps on here.
Yeah, I gotta talk to him because he gotta give me a date.
He gotta give me a date. So who else have you been talking to as you thinking about trying to get on?
So as you just said, Scorp. I got Cashmere coming on, but I make it special for her.
Okay,
I make it special for her. I said we're gonna do on your birthday because we're gonna make sure it's about you.
Nice. So okay, that'd be good. That'd be good.
We got her. We got my boy Spider.
Spider's gonna be a good one.
Spider, we're gonna do it face to face because he's gonna come here. So he's gonna be
nice. All right,
possibly first one.
Heck yeah.
That's just September. I'm still gonna reach out to people for October and November.
Okay.
And I'll probably do another face to face, but at an event called Black Tigers.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah. So.
Me and Jay Ryder trying to get us me and Jay Ryder had been talking all last winter, and he had some stuff going on. I had some stuff going on. We're gonna try to do something like it's a Rough Rider Garage. You know what I mean? Because me and him we both do a lot of wrenching on our own bikes and stuff, and we kind of want to teach teach our members about maintenance on their own bikes, different things.
He's on here. He was just comment. He's watching. I told him
I want to make sure that I want to get with you. Me and him will probably get with you and figure out how. I see you're using StreamYard and stuff like that, so we can get some things figured out. Because especially in the wintertime, because I'm pretty much just sitting around for 4 months. I work maybe 3 days, 4 days a week, or 4 days a month.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So y'all cold as hell up there.
You know what I mean? So but it'd be cool because then me and him, because that's why I do a lot of my bike stuff. Me and him can do stuff and invite people on and just do different things, like that. So I think it's gonna be pretty cool, But another person I think you should try to reach out to is Big R from California.
I'm gonna talk to DJ Black.
Okay.
And possibly have him bring in Big R.
Yeah, because Big R be all on TikTok, bro. I be scrolling so tired to just catch Big R on TikTok.
If it's not Big R, I'm going at the Mo.
Yeah, there you go.
I definitely I gotta get my sisters in here, and that's the best way. If I gotta get the first lady of Cali, I'll get her too.
Yeah, so, I think that'd be dope, bro. I'm excited, bro. I really am, because some of these stories. The one thing that I'll say is that I wish was categorized better was our history.
There go Jay.
I was though, but I'm gonna make time this time for him. But, bro, but that's one thing I'll say that I like what you're doing, and this is going to be the biggest plus for us. It's categorizing some of our history and some of the stories that are being lost as we lose these members and these people.
Yes.
Because that's one thing that I've always griped about was how poorly our history was categorized. Now with so much technology that we have, there is no reason why these stories shouldn't be there. There is no reason why these communications shouldn't be there. And they'll be there for the people that come in way later, you know what I mean? So that they can go over and watch these things and know these stories, because I guarantee Big R's got some stories. I guarantee Free's got some stories. All these people who've been around all this time got some stories, dog. Right. And I hate that we've lost some people and lost some of it, or people that moved on and things like that. That's my hope for our organization, is that we categorize the next 25 better than we did the last 25.
Well, I'll probably thanks to, I don't want to make negative on it, but thanks to those that was complaining now, I could get some ex-members on here too now. Thank you for that. So I might, reach out, because I know a couple of them that's not with no other clubs, but they still come around. So
yeah, like you could talk to Pat. I mean, you could talk. Yeah. There's a lot of people, bro, like that really have some story. Like especially like between Pat, like even Bruiser. Like if you, I'm gonna give you Bruce's phone number, man. Having some of them guys that was around like really early and help really like even when you talk to Scorp, man, and he'll tell you like how even when like New York and some of the others fell off is when the Midwest really ramped the fuck up and like really how we bridge the gap, man. And it's like there's a lot of them guys that been around here a long time. Like Bruiser was one of the longest standing presidents, period. Like Bruiser was a president, I think, 20 years before he voluntarily stepped down. Like, hey, somebody else can do it. You know what I mean? There's his VP that had been his VP for like a decade is the president. So like I said, man, some of the guys, really got some stories, bro. I've got some pictures of Bruiser and them from way back in the day. Like when they was just rocking the t-shirts. They were going to Florida and all these other places in Rough Rider t-shirts.
Put them on there. Put them on the group. Put them on the group.
I'm add. He's got like 2 different pages, but I'm gonna add him in here. But Bruiser really got some stories for you for real. Between him, Pap, and some of them that are, Bruiser's still here. Pap isn't with anybody, you know what I mean? But I think Pap's down there in Phoenix. So
okay.
So I know EWR has his phone number and stuff, so I get his number for you and stuff. And he's one of them dudes. Like I said, when I came in, I learned from some of them guys that. That really was just like, hey, this is what we're doing. This is how we're doing it. That's why I moved the way I moved. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a list together for you, brother, for some ideas. If you ain't reached out to him or you don't know him, I'm gonna tell him you're a good guy, man, and talk to you.
I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, man. So, all right, brother, I'm gonna let you go.
All right, brother. Let me know if you need something. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Thanks for coming, man.
All right, brother.
All right, peace out. That was my big brother. That was brother. I don't know. I might be older than him, but Go-2, good dude. So before I end this, I must do my plugs for August. I also go to the end of this month. So let me look at it first. Of course, the end of this month. Shout out to Asheville, North Carolina. I was there yesterday. Like I said, good times equal great memories. Like I said, I saw Crooklyn for the first time since he came back. My brother Spider was there yesterday. That dude, he rode his bike from Louisiana to North Carolina. Yai was there. My son, like I said, my son came and he enjoyed his first complete Rough Rider event. Me, him, a little X team on the way. Shout out to Spanish Mod. Looked like they had a successful bike car wash. Shout out to Harrisburg. Harrisburg, like they had a good turnout on last night. I wish I could have made at least those 2, but financials. So let me go to what I was going to. All right. So this weekend coming up, we have a New Haven, Connecticut event. Don't forget that. That's if you're in the neighborhood or you're on your way there. Connecticut is doing their thing. The following weekend is the 5th to the 7th. We got San Antonio. I think that's the red light special. Cincinnati, Ohio is also doing the 5th to the 7th. Washington State, if I'm looking at this right. Yeah. Washington State is doing their annual. So West Side, show some love. Hell, anybody that can make it to Washington State. If you need, go to Sly Green. Sly Green will have information, and then he'll point you to the right direction. I think that is it for the 5th to the 7th. The 12th to the 14th, Nashville and Philly. Of course, Philly is doing the yacht party. Just letting you know, the yacht party is sold out. But they'll have something for those that can't go on the yacht. So keep hope alive. They got something going. And if you don't want to do that, go check out Philly. I'm telling you, it's a good photo spot. All right. Again, Nashville also on the 12th. I just going by the order I got. I will go back to the dates if I missed it. Mississippi State event is the 26th to 28th. As Go-2 said earlier, Grand Rapids is also the 26th to the 28th, the end of this month, into August. So this is happening in Texas. It's an all-white. It's a 5th annual all-white party. It's happening August 20th. Encore. I hope I'm reading this right. Encore ATX. I guess that'd be Austin, Texas. I guess. And Rough Riders is doing a collabo that day. All-white party. We got Chicago West Side. Chicago West Side is celebrating 17 years in the business, or should I say 17 years in this bitch. Chicago is doing. I'm looking for the dates. Look for the dates. Oh, August 26th to the 28th. Indianapolis, Indy. My big head is there. Indy is August 19th to the 21st. Shout out to Indianapolis. Before the pandemic, I was supposed to go there, but the pandemic fucked it up. Already did Mississippi, but they call it Roughing the Coast, so check them out. Did Cincinnati. Cincinnati is the 5th to 7th. Kansas State event, Kansas Rough Riders, is August 19th to the 21st. I like the flyers. Like it's a tribute to DMX. That's their theme. The legacy, the tribute to DMX. New Hampshire. New Hampshire is doing theirs August. So I guess it's August 26th to 28th. Who's that? Jarhead. Contact Jarhead. In fact, I think I saw Jarhead yesterday. Yes, I did. I did see Jarhead yesterday. North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, got a prospect event on August 28th at 12 p.m. I might have to show some love there since I'm close. Well, I'm going to be in South Carolina, so I'll fight on the way back, Also, I just got this. Mercer County, Jersey, in the house they got a bike show and a car show. I don't see a date. Girl, that shit passed. Why you put that? Oh no, then August 7th. August 7th is a Rolling Smoking Cookout. I'm about to show up. But that's all I got right now. Also, y'all know to say the dates. Say the date is for Atlanta and Phoenix, as far as I know. And of course, I think I shared this. I think everybody in my on the team shared this, but I'm going to share it. I'm going to say it again. March 3rd to the 5th, 2023. Family Affair, National Fallen Soldier Committee. Show up. Let's not mourn. Let's celebrate the life of our fallen soldiers. Also, say the date, August 4th to the 6th, 2023, in Durham, North Carolina State event. I'm smiling. I'm eating my popcorn. I am ready. Let's go, North Carolina. Okay, so I think I have shown my black ass on this damn thing too long. Again, thank you, Go-2, for coming through, sharing some stories. Appreciate the words from you, good brother. Can't wait to see you face to face again. I don't know when that's gonna happen. Hopefully soon. Scorp, I gotta wait for the date with Scorpion, but if it's somewhere late and I can squeeze somebody in before Scorp, I would let y'all know. But Scorp was and is the next guest on here. I can't wait because I know he got at least a lifetime of stories, a lifetime of Rough Rider wisdom, a lifetime of this game, some wisdom, some history, some humble stories, some crazy stories, some personal stories. Hell, we might even share a story of when this dude I haven't seen Scorp in a gap of 9 years. So can't wait for that. Again, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for the comments. I will share this on the Facebook for those that didn't see it. It will be pinned it. Until then, I will be going to, I don't know what's my next event. I think it's Connecticut. I think it's Connecticut this weekend. Hopefully the finances. If it's not, August, Philly, possibly. So until then, I am the champ, infamous the champ, that is. And I will say deuces, and I see you later. I don't say goodbye. I say I see you later. Peace.